Hi guys, your Year of Fear Challenge. It is the second week in November, and I still haven't changed my calendar from October. It has really, really ridiculously flown by so quickly with the new job and picking up with my law work and trying to get ready for Christmas. I know, I said it. We're huge Christmasaholics here, like big time. So yeah, we're planning. I went shopping yesterday for Dean's birthday and got like half a Christmas done too. So, yay to a second paycheck. It's feels good to have one less worry off my mind. So this week, even though we're continuing our 30 days of thankful or 30 days of grateful, whichever, whatever you want. Remember to do your random act of kindness daily. But this week we're focusing on releasing hurt, which is perfect timing because the full moon this week is a big one, and it's the perfect time to let go of whatever. It can be difficult sometimes to let go of certain things, to forgive ourselves for certain things, to be okay with whatever has happened. And I think it's humorous that this happens to coincide with election week, right? I am not particularly for one candidate or another. I just sincerely hope whoever wins will do the best for our country that they can. Yeah, that pretty much sums it up. I talked on the Facebook page about being the change and doing more locally if there was a certain calling that they felt, whether it was regarding healthcare and healthcare costs or women and minority issues, that if these things moved you during the election season, they should move you after the election season too, and to please continue and be passionate and talk about these things with people. This is how we learn and grow, right? But if your candidate doesn't win, you gotta let it go. You gotta let it go, you know? So releasing hurt. Typically this is emotional, and physical is sometimes pretty easy because we don't want to hurt physically, but there are things that we certainly hold on to. Stress, when I am stressed, my shoulders and my back get super tight and painful, and that's how I'm like, okay, I need to meditate, I need to breathe, I need to make a plan to get over whatever is stressing me out and get through it, with grace, hopefully, patience and tolerance. But when we're talking about releasing hurt, that means that we got to get our shovel and dig in and figure out why we're hurting in the first place. Anger almost always comes from hurt. Seriously, it does. So if you're angry about something, figure out why you're angry, because it's probably because someone is hurting you, whether it's purposeful emotion, emotionally or not, and then you deal with it that way. So we kind of have to figure out why we're hurting in the first place and then let go of it. For a lot of people, symbolism works. Burn, baby, burn. Get the excess crap and you burn it, and then poof, released, all done, right? A lot of times when we talk about forgiveness, we talk about writing letters. You can still burn it, but getting things out of inside of you and on to something physical outside makes a big difference. Because you're like, I feel kind of crazy having this all bottled up. Well, write down, get it out of your head, and then focus on something else. Releasing hurt can be proving to yourself that you're still strong and capable and knowledgeable and able, and when we prove these things to ourselves, we're typically able to let go of hurt much easier than we normally would, because we know that we're strong enough to deal with whatever it is that's been bothering us. What else? I had like a whole page of notes and I can't find it. So, but this week it's kind of an emotional one. I expect this to be an emotional one. And I am grateful for the fact that we are able to heal ourselves physically, emotionally, mentally, We are so much stronger than we ever even think we are until we put into crazy situations where we're like, okay, what do I do now? And you have no choice but to deal with the crazy situation. And then when you get out of it, you're like, wow, I didn't think I would ever be able to handle this crazy situation. But look at me, and I did it, and I'm awesome, and everything's fine and great. Yay, me. That's what we need here. So if you need to be strong, find a way to find strength. Releasing hurt can be prayer. Please, God, Goddess, angels, anybody, somebody, help me find a way to let go of whatever it is that's bothering me. Sometimes there are those times where you just don't actually know what's bugging you. And you're like, God, something's really annoying me, but I can't put my finger on what it is. That for me is a good time to pray. Be like, whatever it is that's bothering the crap out of me, just make it stop, please. Or find something else to focus your energy on. If I'm aggravated, I tend to try and get myself into another world. Watching a movie, reading a new book, talking to a friend about real life things, reminding myself how lucky I am with everything that I have. And I tend to get through that way. But I think the Burn Baby Burn is always a good one for releasing hurt. Getting it out of your head and onto paper, it's another big one. Prayer, number 3. Prayer is a big one too. Other than that, sometimes we have to talk to somebody else, whether it's a professional, a friend, a parent, a coworker, whatever it is that's really relatable and safe, to get everything out, just again, outside of you, to get some feedback. Hey, you're not going crazy. That sounds like a really terrible situation. How are you going to have you handled this? How are you going to learn from this? And then find strength in somebody else telling you you're not crazy and move forward and let go. Okay. So this week is all about release. This week is all about let go. This week is not rubbing in anybody's face. Anything. Election week, people. Election week. I don't care if you win or lose. We still have a lot of work to do in local areas, taking care of our people. We can't expect a government to do everything, okay? I mean, just look what's happened so far. So let's take care of ourselves, take care of each other, grow as a community, and start to change locally. That's a big deal. So if you want to have a releasing hurt party, that's a big deal too. Start a Facebook group. I've invited a few of you friends to come through. We've been dealing with a lot of crap lately. If you want to take the opportunity to talk about this, the Year of Fear challenge is releasing hurt. I thought perhaps we could start a discussion and help each other get through these challenging times. There you go. Blame me. I'm always good for it. Next week is going to be an interesting one. I'm going to give you a preview because you've listened for this long. Next week is help and interacting with help from our soul family and interactions with our soul family. So that's going to be a fun one. All right. I love you guys. Have fun. Do this for yourselves. Don't do this week for anybody else. This week is for you. This week is about helping ourselves get over the past and get to the future, knowing that we are strong and capable and proud and awesome, and moving forward with a clean slate. That makes sense? Yes. All right. I love you. I'll talk to you later. Bye.